is not the time for on-the-job training. We don't need to bring in a rookie. We don't need to bring in people without experience.
No new laws. So, Vice President Mike Pence. Thank you, Siri. Hello, Salem. Happy Labor Day, everybody. I'm Mike Pence. I'm from Indiana. And I'm running.
You have Dianne Feinstein, who had a great career. You've got Nancy Pelosi, who's been there a long time. At what point do they get it's time to leave? They need to let a younger generation take over. We want to go and start working for our kids to make sure we have a strong national security, to make sure we have
a bigger issue. And we're wondering, how big of an issue is this going to play in the presidential election?
I mean, the first thing I'll say is the Biden administration is wrong to say this is a complicated issue. It is not complicated, and we're not going to have to make our daughters get used to the fact that biological boys are in their locker rooms. We're not going to have our daughters work their entire life to excel at a sport and have a biological boy say, oh, I can do this, and jump into it and change their entire careers. We're not going to make our daughters go through that. It's not complicated. It's actually pretty simple.
That I'm running for President of the United States of America.
That former President Trump will not.
Well, the question is, I'm running for president, period. I plan to win. So the question is, what do the voters want in their president? They want someone who can persuade on the issues that matter the most to them.
To officially jump in the race. Speaking before a crowd in his home state of South Carolina, Scott, the only black Republican senator, highlighted his background as an example of America's opportunity and as a rebuke of President Biden. And
regardless of your view on each of these issues, and even within our party we've got diversity of views, all these voters will acknowledge I'm a guy that gets things done. I'm a strong leader.
Thursday, DeSantis urged that to change.
Serious fixation on the state of Florida. I mean, I think it's just bizarre that he does that. But what I would tell him is, you know what? Stop pussyfooting around.
And so it's just kind of like, okay, if the number's called, the number's called.
I want to talk to you about another war, Ukraine. I was quite surprised, I'll be honest with you, by what you said last week about Ukraine, describing it as a territorial dispute. It's picked up a lot of blowback, as you know.
I really believe this is a very sad day for America. This should never happen. If you challenge an election, you should be able to challenge an election. I thought the election was a rigged election, a stolen election, and I should have every right to do that. As you know, you have many people that you've been watching over the years do this. Go to New Hampshire today because I'm sitting in a courtroom on bullshit because his attorney general doesn't know what I look like. I wish there were some people like that. That'd be very nice for me. And yet, for some reason, the communist Democrats in Atlanta made a mugshot of me. That's a mugshot because I said the election was rigged, and I believe it more strongly than ever. It was a rigged election. We all know why, and we know what they're doing, and we...
Well, that certainly was some dazzling, dashing highlights. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to see more of our videos.